Here we are, Power Week still. Warmability, 5 exercises. Doing some bent over rows later. We're doing some form of variation depending on what you have access to at home, or anybody at home for that matter. But we're doing rowing today for our work period. So we got to get our shoulders fired up and also a little bit more mobile. So first up is a pike for 30 seconds. So pike, basically get into that high plank position and then shoot your hips back. Press your hips back. Try to press your hands into the floor and really get that upper body, your chest and belly close to your thighs. I just heard a little adjustment in my spine, which felt great. So you really want to get that upper back moving. Sometimes we see this and rounded shoulders. You really want to press your hands in, make sure you feel the stretch in your lats and also your upper back. Hamstrings as well, but we're going to do that for 30 seconds. And then next up, HRPU. Squeeze your glutes, keep that trunk nice and tight. Pinch your shoulder blades back, and then press up into a full push-up. Okay, obviously you can stay on your knees if you need to, still keep that core nice and tight, but think about that upper back getting movement, right? So it's not just hand release this way. Think about pulling back, activating the upper back, and then getting that full rep range in there. Doing 8 of those. Folks at home, exercise C is going to be a band pull down basically. So with your band, give some nice tight resistance on there. Pull that band apart. Just by pulling that apart, your upper back's engaged. Now from that point, you're literally just doing as if you're doing a pull-up with straight arms. So pull that band apart, activate your shoulders. Whoa, as if you're doing a pull-up. If you're doing a pull-up, it's the same kind of movement, except you're taking your elbows out of it. So arms are straight as possible, lock them out, and then bring it right to your chest.
Like a wider pull down.
Exactly, without bending your elbows. So it's literally just getting those lats fired up. You're bringing from scapula up, really trying to get them back into your back pocket. Make sure you feel it under here, okay? That's gonna be your exercise C. D is a roll to V-sit. Am I out of the camera? No. Roll to V-sit. Oh, get those feet back. Try to loosen up your mid-back. And then reach forward. I always feel I get stuck at some point. I always try to push myself further and then I lose my breath because I'm on my ribs. But don't go on your ribs, don't lose your breath, but try to go far enough back where you really feel that lower back kind of decompress, so to speak. Okay, you're doing 10 of those. And then your next exercise. All right, back widows. Okay, you're starting here. Hands are up. We did them early on in quarantine, right? Feet or knees are bent, and you're looking to drive those elbows back, and lift the chest up without using your core so much. Your core is going to come into play just because it naturally wants to, but your job is to pinch those shoulder blades back and get that upper back fired up. Okay, if you were doing a regular row, guess what? You're doing the same exact movement. So you're doing 7 of those. That's going to be your warm-up ability. All right, finish your time. Just kidding, work time. All right, a couple different options. Not sure what you have available for yourself there. We're doing rows, like I said earlier. So I have a bench set up. I'm gonna show you how to do it on here. If you have something to prop something up, I'm not sure. If not, you can do a regular bent over row, and I'll show you how you do that. The idea is to do some kind of row, and this is going to, the bench, having the bench here is gonna take my core out of it. It's supporting, it's called chest supported row. It's taking my core out of it. I don't have to hold the weight up. All I have to be worrying about is keeping those good strong shoulders, keeping my head neutral, and working on that row. Pulling those elbows not only back, but think about down towards your waist here. Those lats wrap around those lats. Our lats wrap around all the way to our lower waist. So when you're doing your rows, you don't want to be pulling up this way. You really want to be proud chest and bring those elbows low towards your waist.
chest comes up a little bit.
Chest comes up a little bit, that's totally fine. That means you're doing extension of that thoracic spine, right? You know the deal, it's progressive overload. But if you don't have this set up, fine. If you have something that you could use for support, you can use your dumbbells and do a pendlay row. So the dumbbells are a little bit off the ground. You can keep that good strong hip hinge posture, strong shoulders back. Then you can do your rows from a stop position here. Still working on speed and power and strength, but that's a little bit more core work because you are having to hold yourself up in that position. Either way, both great exercises. I'm not sure what you have available, but find something you're going to do for that progressive overload section of our work period today. Your hold for today is going to be a basic wall sit. 90-degree position, tuck that butt underneath, open up those shoulders, get that upper back engaged, press to the center of your feet, and you're just hanging out. Okay, 30 to 45 seconds. Excuse me. It's really key to keep that butt tucked underneath and keep that lower back flat into the wall. You're getting more core work out of it. Okay? So I said it earlier in the week, 30 to 45 seconds on that hold. I'd rather see a quality 30 seconds than a shitty 45. Finish your time, here we go. Holds. First section is going to be a 15-second hold, regardless of which movement you chose for your work period. Whichever position you grabbed or you chose. If you did your inclines or if you did your bent over row, the idea is to stay active and hold in your starting position. So it's not droopy shoulders, kind of rounded back posture. It is here. Pulling those shoulders back, head is neutral, upper back's engaged. 3, 2, 1, rep. Coming right down to that start position. Not here start position, active start. Okay? Whether you're doing that, regardless of if you're doing, look at this. Look at this asymmetry here. If you're doing your bent over row, same concept. You're not rounding your shoulders. You're keeping that good strong hip hinge, upper back, rep, down, rep, down. Okay? That's going to be pretty challenging, especially for that 15-second hold. That's how we're doing it. Where to start? I would start at your heaviest weight and then start working your way down if you have to. First section is going to be 15-second holds. Second is going to be 10-second holds. Third is 5-second holds. That third section, you're probably going to have to lower your weight because those reps are going to be super fast.